Hi folks, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick and we're on the Atari 2600, yes, one of the oldest systems we look at. But this time we're looking at Canyon Bomber, published by Atari in 1979. It's a recoloured remake of the arcade cabinet from Atari in 1977, which was originally written by Howard Delman, I believe. Anyway, this has been rewritten in colour. It's a bit like a reverse Breakout, I suppose. It's me against a computer. I'll be the yellow vehicle. There's a number of different games within this. One's like a sea one and one's like this air one. But basically, I'm the yellow guy. Basically, you get points for demolishing blocks. There is only one button. You can't control the height of the plane. So I'm the yellow one here. The vehicle will be different each time. The computer score, hope you're following this, the computer score is on the top left in red, mine's in yellow. Now the game ends when you miss any blocks 3 times in a row, it just stops there, or you've run out of blocks incompletely. So the computer's got 2-13, I've got 2-1, oh I'm winning, here we go, keep going. So it's one of the most basic X games you can ever see. Remember, published by Atari on the Atari 2600 in 1979. So this is when even seeing something moving on the screen was different. But yes, just one button. How many times have I missed now? 290 plays 288. Oh god, come on Nick. I don't want to miss 3 times. It's all about trying to guess the trajectory of your bullet, which you can't affect, so it gets blocks. 323, 318. It's getting close. You can play 2 players this, you against an opponent. I'm playing against a computer, probably an opponent is slightly better. These reviews aren't from the standpoint of expert gameplay, they're like your first ever go, and would have been enough there to want to play again. Well, 1979, I would have been 5, you know, and this would have been the level of difficulty I would have liked. The sounds are okay for the time, it looks like I'm in beaten here. Right, come on, aim, fire, that's missed. I think I've got one hit and I'm doomed. That's it. So he's won 351 to 334. So that's essentially the entire game. You could say that the game Blitz, where you're bombing a city with an aircraft going backward and forward, not controlling the height, was influenced by this one. So let's just say that. Right, let's go again. There is a sea bomber mode, which I'll have a look at as well. But essentially the sea bomber mode is you're also controlling the depth of the bomb. Right. Now, if you're saying, Nick, why don't you just keep hitting fire on rapid fire? Well, if you do, you can only fire 1 bullet at a time, and if you do press fire, it stops your other falling bullet from going down. They can only go a certain distance, so it's trying to work out the precise moment the bullet stops, or the bomb stops, and then you can fire your next one. So on the first wave, we're higher than our opponent, and then we're lower than our opponent. So there's a helicopter and a aircraft, but it doesn't make a blind bit of difference what you're flying. They go through at the same speed. Now, people are saying, Nick, why don't you control your height? You can't do. It's just one button, I'm telling you. Right, how am I doing this time? I think success on this would have been pretty much random, but I wouldn't have cared back in the day because, you know, it's a Atari 2600, we're playing on a console on a big TV, and everyone's moaning that they want to watch the snooker. Well, you can't because I'm bombing this imaginary cavern of all its blocks. Am I winning this time? Come on. It might be a good idea just to miss on purpose now. Well, at least I'm going to win once, I think. These blue ones might be worth something. Oh, 338 versus 327. The yellow one's the only one we're bothered about. Oh, I'm missing. That's it. I've won, so 1-all. So at least I won one game there. So I'm not such a duffer after all. If you're liking your Atari 2600 stuff, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Let's do the sea vessel thing. A big thank you to the subscribers already have subscribed. Thank you very much. Right now, I'm controlling the yellow dotted line as well as my firing in this one, and we've got to put it at the level. Oh god, this is awkward. Yes, already I'm doing this on a keyboard. Already this is supposed to be done on a paddle, so this is almost impossible. So I'll have a bit of a go without a paddle, but basically I'm firing the bombs and I've got to line up this line with the depth of the ship I want to attack. So it's Sea Bomber this time, but it's still Canyon Bomber, if you know what I mean. So essentially two games on the same cartridge, and they're doing similar things. Or at least I hit something there. I'm going to get absolutely thrashed. You need a paddle here, not keyboard, not joystick. You need paddle power. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. I'm liking it. We very, very rarely review a game that's in the 70s, and this is just about there, 1979. The arcade cabinet looked a little bit different to these. That was in 1977, so going back way, way long time ago. And that was also by Atari. That was black and white, that was. Hurrah! Red. Just yellow and red. Different modes there. I think it takes the amount of blocks, I suppose, and the speed of the thing, and then you've got this one river sea bomber type thing. So, you know, it's aged terribly. Let's face it. You couldn't get away with this now. You've got to watch it for nostalgia or the era it was produced, and I think it's a pretty good game, really, for that sort of era all said and done. This, you definitely need a paddle to get the most out of it here, or hit something there. Well, my success does seem a little bit random, as I'm getting thrashed 480 plays 100. I don't know how this ends, maybe missing 3 in a row, perhaps you've got to get to a certain total. Right, maybe it's 1,000 you need to get to, so that's exciting. So I'll just get to the end of this, then we'll have one last go of the Canyon. If you're unfamiliar with Blitz, there's quite a few that come after this. I guess it's influenced by this. There's quite a few different games we've reviewed based on that. It's called City Bomber. Then if it's a mini game in something else, basically you're hitting one fire button as well, trying to demolish or lower the height of skyscrapers to its ground to zero, and then you can land the plane. Right, boom. Got to love this. This is 3 years for the ZX Spectrum 48K appeared. So, you know, cartridges weren't the cheapest thing in the world. You won't see this on your PlayStation 12 or your Xbox 39 or whatever they're up to now at time of recording. Huge thank you to the members. I know some people love the Atari 2600 stuff. It gets the least love normally, but hopefully that won't always be the case. A few people really love it and say keep doing them, which I will do. I will do. I'm not sure how many Atari 2600 games they were, but I love seeing them all. In theory, we should be able to review them all at some point, but you do get the occasional homebrew that was released, which was the case of Reindeer Rescue and Thrust, if you want to look at those two we've reviewed as well on the Atari 600. And also there was Soul of the Beast, believe it or not, that was a version of Shadow of the Beast from the Commodore Amiga. Yes, how did they do it? Well, have a look at the review, see what you think. Right, that's in. It was the first to 1,000, and I got thrashed 1,000 points to 270, which means I'm a bit of a duffer there. Right, let's go back to the normal Canyon. That C one's okay. I would have liked that bit of variety, but definitely need a paddle. So let's go again. But, you know, one argument is skill-wise, it's probably best just to keep blasting and hope for the best here. So I lost one game, won a second game. I'm presuming the further you get down in the blocks, the more points you get. Just keep bombing. No rapid fire here. And just... There we go. So what is it now? 200 plate. Yeah, he's thrashing me, so it's going to be hard to get that back. Accuracy is important. The game ends when you run out of blocks, or you miss 3 times in a row, I think. Or 3 times total. Right, I've got a bit of work to do. Looks like the computer's going to get their own back here. Sound is as expected. It's not as deep or earthy as a lot of other Atari 2600 games. It's using the upper beats rather than the lower earthy ones, and I do love the lower earthy ones. It gives it a sort of like a resonance, so I wouldn't have minded that when you've got a bit more explosion. I think it happened in C Bomber, didn't it? We're a bit lower down in the register. Right, so these square blocks, 258 versus 303. We're going to miss soon because there's no clumps of blocks, it's just individual ones. Aiming isn't the easiest thing in the world. It comes down about, it's about 45 degrees, isn't it? Maybe 60 degrees it comes down. Right, missed. I need to clobber some blocks. I'm doomed. That's one, is it? No, I've missed again. Nincompoop. And that's the end of the game. Once more. I think we deserve one last go, don't we? One last go for fun. So there's the Sea Bomber one. There's that one there. Good. Different modes for different things. Different modes to rule the world. Yes, it does. Canyon Bomber. What a great name. I'm not sure if any of the original arcade cabinets would still exist. So, you know, you can see pretty much. It might have influenced Breakout before then, was it? I think it was. Boo, 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 boo. Yellow and red. 2-player. Where's 2 players? But yeah, success is complete and utter random. The computer's winning 2-1 this time, if you don't count that Sea Bomber thing. Just keep doing it, Nick. 205 versus 195. Right. Get the blue stuff. He's got about a 20 lead. I don't think I'm going to catch him up now. There's not too many blocks left. 261 with 2. Right, come on, Nick. Come on, you can get this. Can you? Maybe not. We want blue. It's gonna be a blue bomb and run without you. Oh, look at that. He's too far ahead now. But you got the idea of this game, haven't you, really? So very, very, very basic gameplay. It's a port of Salts from the arcade cabinet, although that looks a little bit different. There's only one button, really, and you're probably going to be hitting it as soon as your bombs reach the bottom. There's 2 styles of gameplay on the cartridge, so it would have sufficed back in the day. It would have been rather interesting, but there's no real reason to play it now other than historic purposes and for nostalgia reasons too. Right, this is my last go. I said last time it was going to be my last go. This is definitely my last go this time. Go, go, go. Go, go, go like a nincompoop. But maybe I'm getting addicted to this. What's going to happen to me if I'm playing this all day? If you're still there, then well done. It's probably you like this kind of stuff, and it's all about stress busting, you know. It is a bit of a stress buster, this game. You don't have to think too much. You might not necessarily win. You just hit one button and you see graphics go backward and forward. It's a bit like the relaxation of a screensaver or a lava lamp, but that is you're controlling yourself. Kaboom! I've been playing this too long. This is probably the longest gameplay review of sorts you'll find on YouTube. I doubt anyone's got it to last longer than this. Hooray! Well done, Atari 2600 people, or retro gaming people in general. Hopefully I'm bringing back some memories for you if you did play this as a kid. I missed out back in the day, but I would have loved the thing. Age 5. Good. Boo, 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 boo. 300, but I got thrashed again. Well, at least I won one game by my own low standards. I'm sort of like Mr. Average game player, really. I play them as I see them, and this is how I see it. I'm glad I looked at it. Good stuff. I don't think there's a sequel to this one. Canyon Bomber was to influence games to come, and so it has its mark in history, Blitz and Breakout and so forth. Arguably Breakout. Anyway, I got beat again. Hope you liked having a look at that one. I really enjoyed it. Aged badly, as I say, but great for the era. So that was Canyon Bomber on the Atari 2600, published by Atari in 1979, and sort of ported from the cabinet from Atari also in 1977. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.